marrying the love of my life, Amanda Starkey.
My name is Amanda Starkey, and I'm marrying my best friend, Cole Lillard. I was friends with Cole's roommate first, and I was at home on Christmas break for my sophomore year of college, and I stumbled upon his friend's Facebook page, and there was a video of all of them singing and playing guitar in the basement of one of the dorm rooms. And the singer was Cole. And he was wearing a lime green shirt, and he just sang really, really well. And I just instantly was like, wow, who is this guy? And so I messaged his friend, his roommate on Facebook. I was like, who's the singer in your music videos? A song I really loved. And he's like, oh, that's my roommate Cole. Like, he's awesome, he's super smart, he's a really nice guy, he does really well in school. Like, he's just an all around, like, really great guy. I'm like, well, if his friend is saying these great things, but I'm like, of course I need to meet him. So I kind of convinced them to invite me to dinner, and I kind of met Cole. We met at a Mexican restaurant, and that was the first time I saw him.
Kind of happened by, one night we were, TG, myself, I think also as well as Marshall Stennett, my roommate at the time, went and ate at Cancun's restaurant there in South Knoxville near the Kroger off Chapman Highway. I believe TJ had told me at the time that he had a girl that he knew that was interested in meeting me, who he thought I would be a good fit with. So he invited her to come eat with us. She met us there. We kind of just sat down, talked. After that, we went back to our apartment. She came to hang out with us. She actually cleaned our microwave for us. As you know, 4 guys living in an apartment in college. All we used was in the microwave, and we never cleaned it after we used it. So there's probably chili, cheese, all sorts of good stuff in there. So she actually saw how disgusting it was, cleaned it for us, and then we made s'mores in the microwave. It's kind of a funny story looking back.
After the first date, we went to a hockey game for our second date, and I think that was kind of when we were both like, well, yeah, we're both interested. He came back over to my place, we hung out a little bit. It was Valentine's Day shortly after we had been on a few dates, and he bought me a really sweet Snoopy card and some candy. He said, well, I felt, that I should get you something because we have been hanging out and I didn't want to just, forget about it and pretend like I, didn't know it was Valentine's Day. So I think that was kind of when I knew I was like, okay, this could actually go somewhere. He's really sweet.
She'll probably tell you that I was, really hands-off. I was probably too nervous at the time to even give her a hug when I left. try to remember that stuff. It's kind of went through my memory. So that's really our first 2 dates. It's the most memorable dates in my mind. Probably the best dates I've ever had in my life, of course. Led to us getting where we are today, which is being married on Saturday.
When Cole decided he was going to go to grad school, he was trying to figure out where he was going to go, and I think I realized that I didn't want him to leave. I didn't want him to go away to a different school. And that was when I really knew that, this was the person that I wanted to spend my life with, was because I knew I would be really upset if he went away and if it was long distance. Like, I didn't want to lose him. And he ended up staying in Knoxville and going to grad school at UT just so he wouldn't have to leave me.
I would say when I knew she was the one, it's hard to say. I moved to Amarillo in 2012. By that time, we'd already been dating for 3 years, roughly. I would say somewhere along those lines. When I went to grad school, when I started grad school, we dated through undergrad, and in undergrad, you're kind of just dating people and just kind of testing the waters, and your life's not really started yet. You're still in school. You're not thinking that much about that kind of thing. So it really was when I went to grad school and I realized, I'm getting close to being done with school, one way or the other. I started looking for jobs and realizing that, if I take some of these jobs, by that point I already knew I loved her. But the marriage commitment is a whole other step. So knowing that I would maybe take a job, who knows where, and find a job in Amarillo and getting interviews and offers from jobs in Amarillo, Texas, far, far away. I started thinking more about it, and I realized I had no issues with her moving out there, because I knew what that would mean. I knew her moving all the way to Amarillo, Texas would mean that that would pretty much be for life, and that if I asked her to move out there for me, I wasn't going to not commit to her. I'm not the kind of person that would do that. If I had any doubts, I would tell her that before she moved out there. So that's probably really when I realized moving out there, and I thought about her, and I realized I was perfectly fine with that. I knew she was pretty much the one then.
Amanda, I can't believe this day is actually here. I love you so much, and I'm so excited we are finally getting married. I never thought that night I went to eat Mexican food that I would meet the love of my life. Thanks for taking a chance on me. You were the perfect woman for me. You were everything I could have ever asked for. I never knew I was worth the sort of love that you give me, and I could feel about someone the way I feel about you. You have sacrificed so much for me. You have moved across the country, lived in tiny apartments, and dealt with me at my best and worst. Now I have a lifetime to try and make it up to you. A lifetime I wouldn't want to share with anyone else. I can't wait to continue our awesome life together as husband and wife. I promise to get you back to Knoxville one day where we can grow old together and have a lot more storage. I told you when I proposed that there wasn't anyone else I wanted to go on an adventure to DC with, and now I say that about our next adventure of marriage. I am so proud of what we have already accomplished as a couple these past 7 years. We have been through many things that married couples couldn't handle. I love our little family, you, me, and Kevin, and look forward to the new experiences we will have. I can't wait to see you walking down that aisle. This is the start of our forever. Love, Cole. P.S. There isn't anyone else in the world I would want to write corgi songs with.
Cole, the day is finally here. You have no idea how excited I am to see you at the end of that aisle in just a few short hours. Will I cry? Probably. Will my mom cry? Most likely. Will I be the happiest girl in the world to see you standing there waiting for me? Most definitely. Little things no longer matter. Flowers, what the programs look like, or how the cake tastes. Okay, maybe I care about how the cake tastes. Today is about us, and starting the next chapter of our lives together. After all this time, I finally get to call you my husband. The last 7 years you have loved me unconditionally. Despite my flaws, my emotions, and my challenges, you have always been my support system. You have truly became my best friend, and I wouldn't want to do this life with anyone but you. I don't thank you enough for sticking with me through good times and bad, but I want you to know that you are the most important person I've ever met. Long before you asked me to be your wife, I knew I didn't want to live a day without you. Thank goodness I won't have to, because you are the best thing that has ever happened to me. I love the man that you have become, and being with you has made me a better person. We might not always agree. You tell me when I'm wrong, and I tell you when you're being a jerk. A lot. But what good is being with someone if they can't love you for your faults? We have been blessed to spend the last 7 years growing together. If you asked me in 2009 the qualities I looked for in a husband, they probably wouldn't be the same things I look for now. Not only did you exceed my expectations then, but I'm very lucky enough that you have continued to be everything I could ever want. Most people don't get to experience a relationship like ours. They don't get the chance to discover themselves alongside their best friend. They don't get to have a love that has spanned college, grad school, jobs, and hardships, 3 moves, a dog, and so many more wonderful experiences before they are married. Sometimes it feels like my life didn't really start until I met you, because it's hard to remember a time when you weren't in it. I love your kind heart, your passion, and what started it all, your singing. Who knew a Facebook video, dinner at a Mexican restaurant, a hockey game would lead to all this? It makes me so excited to know that I get to wake up next to you for the rest of my life. Our lives are nothing like I imagined, but I wouldn't change it for anything. I've loved every adventure, move, vacation, apartment, and day we have shared together. If our next 100 years together are as happy as the last 7, I'll be the luckiest girl in the world. A very wise, if not lost and confused fish once profoundly said, when I look at you, I can feel it. I look at you, and I'm home. Wherever our lives lead next, Cole, you are my home. There's a dory fish on there. I think. I can't wait to see how handsome you look. I can't wait to say my vows to you, to make you the promises of a wife you deserve. I can't wait to share our first kiss as husband and wife. I can't wait to see all of our smiling friends and family. I can't wait to celebrate our marriage and eat cake and dance with you. I can't wait for our European adventure next week. And most of all, I can't wait to call you my husband. Even though you already have it, today I'll give you my heart and forever love. Soon we will be with Lillards at last. Hugs, kisses, hugs and kisses, Amanda.
Oh my God. Oh, baby, you are so beautiful. Oh, this is my baby. Oh God, she's beautiful. Man, I hope Cole realizes how lucky he is. I'm gonna start crying in about 2 minutes. Everybody. Oh, Daddy loves you so much.
Cole and Amanda, today you are surrounded by your friends and family, all of whom are gathered to witness your marriage and to share in the joy of this occasion. Your marriage today is the public and legal joining of your souls that have already been united as one in your hearts. Today, we have been invited to share and to celebrate and honor Cole and Amanda as they begin their journey as husband and wife, and rejoice that these two have found one another. For as much as you, Cole, and you, Amanda, have consented together in marriage and have pledged your love and commitment each to the other, by the power vested in me by the laws of the state of Tennessee, I can now finally pronounce you husband and wife. Cole, please kiss your bride.
During the word start, to be honest, it's just kind of our life together. Everything that we do together, who we are together, the easiness of our relationship and her love for me. She makes me feel more loved than I probably ever thought I really would. Of course, she's beautiful and she's kind-hearted and really up for anything. And she'll go do anything with me at a drop of a hat. You know, she's up for any of my ideas. She's gotten better of rolling with the punches since I've met her. I hope I've opened her up to that a little bit more. But I don't know. I mean, it's hard to nail down certain things. I mean, it's just the whole package. She's just awesome.
Please join me in standing. It is my pleasure to introduce to you, for the second time in public, Mr. and Mrs. Cole and Amanda Lillard.
Her and I have talked about it a lot. You know, there's a lot of people in this world. There's probably a lot of people that you would be good for. You know, some people think there's one person out there for you in the world. I don't know if necessarily that's really true. I think there's a lot of people out there, but I think she really is the best one for me. I think neither of us is perfect separately, but I think we're perfect for each other. I think she really is my soulmate, and so I mean there's really no question that I want to marry her. She's everything I've ever dreamed of.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. and Mrs. Lillard.
Stark, but I recognize tonight is like kind of the biggest name change of all. The whole time you've been Amanda Starkey, no matter what we're calling you, but now you're Amanda Lillard. So I guess I either have to come up with a new nickname or just revert to calling you Amanda. Maybe go back to first grade, Mandy. But thank you guys so much for letting me be a part of this. tonight. And Stark, Mandy, Amanda, I hope that with y'all together, I get to be a part of your life for the next 20 years, as much as I have been for the past 20. Good luck. Have a good life together. No, I'm so excited to be here, so thank you guys. And cheers.
I had the pleasure of meeting Amanda pretty fairly on in their relationship. And anyone who has spent time with these two know that they're great together. They're perfect for each other. And if she could survive hanging out with Jake, TJ, and Matthew during their college years, she can survive anything. She's in it for the long haul. Cole and I have the type of friendship where we may not speak every day, every week, or even every month, but we always pick up exactly where we left off. And no matter where we're working, in DC, Wyoming, or if we all end up back in Knoxville, I'm always a call away, and we're always going to be family. I'm going to leave you guys with a quote from a guy named John Beckwith. Him and his brother, Jeremy Ryan, used to crash a couple of these things. If I can find the note card. Fuck it, I don't need it. True love is the soul's recognition of its counterpoint in another. And these two have found their counterpoints. And I'm honored to have been your best man, Cole. Thank you.
This day would come, and here it is, sooner than I expected or wanted. But, I think back through the years, and I feel that I got to be the luckiest man in the world. I have two great boys over here, absolutely fabulous, and I have the most beautiful, fabulous daughter in the world. Of course, I'm prejudiced, but still. She has been absolutely great growing up. I couldn't ask for anything better. And what makes me so lucky is now I have an absolute fabulous son-in-law. I couldn't ask for anything better. So how much luck? I could win the lottery and it still wouldn't matter to what I have as children. And I lost a daughter to him, but I've gained a son, which is good. And for his sake, he best love her and take care of her and provide for her in the custom that she's used to. And I know he will. And so with that said, and I won't, which one of these were mine? Yeah. So with that said, I won't say any more other than congratulations, have a happy honeymoon, and a happy life. And Dad loves you both.
Baby, tonight is hands down the best night that I've had, no doubt. Between the bottle of wine and the look in your eyes and the vows we made, then we dance in the dark under September stars in the pouring rain. And I know that I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the northern lights, and if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, baby, if all I've got is your hand in my hand, then baby, I could die a happy man, yeah, girl. Baby, that red dress brings me to my knees. Oh, but that white dress makes it hard to breathe. You're a saint, you're the goddess, the cutest, the hardest, the masterpiece. It's too good to be true, nothing better than you in my wildest dreams. And I know that I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the northern lights, and if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, then baby, all I've got is your hand in my hand, and baby, I could die a happy man. I don't need no vacation, no fancy destination. Baby, you're my great escape. We can stay at home, listen to the radio, dance around the fireplace. And if I never get to build my mansion in North Georgia, or drive a sports car up to the coast of California, but baby, all I've got is your hand in my hand, and baby, I could die a happy man. Oh, baby, I could die a happy man. Baby, I could die a happy man.
Cole, the favorite part of my relationship is that I don't know the moment I fell in love with you or when I knew you're the person I was supposed to be with. And I love that because you give me new reasons to fall in love with you and want to marry you every day. You've given me a life I never dreamed of, but I wouldn't change a second of it because you are an amazing man, and loving you has brought me more happiness than you could ever imagine. I can't promise you today that I'll be the perfect wife or that we won't have bad days or arguments, but I can promise that you are now and always will be the love of my life. So today and for the rest of our lives, I take you to finally be my husband, the one I laugh with and cry with, and the one I get to grow old with. Cole, I promise I will show you every day how much I love you. You know I will hold your hand and kiss you every chance I get. I promise to be your biggest fan, to encourage you and inspire you to pursue your dreams. I promise to give you patience and understanding, even on days I'm not very good at it. I promise wherever our journey takes us, I'll be by your side, faithful and honest. And most importantly, from this day forward, I promise to be your best friend, your wife, and your forever love.
Amanda, I love you. No other words can explain how I feel. 1,000 different attempts would all end with the same words, I love you. It's hard for me to truly understand why I deserve someone as breathtaking as you. I truly feel as if I am the luckiest man in the world. We've already developed an amazing love through our friendships, experiences, and hardships. I can't wait to be your husband, grow old with you, and to see what the future holds. I know that neither of us is perfect, but believe that we are perfect for each other. Today I give you the rest of my life, and in doing so I make all possible promises and vows to you. Specifically, however, I promise you these things. I promise to be there for you always, to encourage you in all that you do, and support you throughout our lives. I promise to love you unconditionally through the bad days and the good, to the person you grow to be and the couple we grow to be together. I promise to be the best husband I can be, and will be faithful, understanding, and your equal partner in all things. I promise to always keep you laughing, to keep our marriage as exciting as the last 7 years have been. And finally, I promise all these things until the day I die. I love you. Amanda, you just know I love you so much. I'm doing this off the cuff, so I'll probably ramble on. As you know, I like to talk myself in circles. But I'm just so excited to be your husband, grow old with you, see what the future holds. We've already had so much experiences already. You know, it's hard sometimes to talk about the future, but I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so glad that we've been able to find a place that we're a little more settled down than we were in Texas. I'm so excited to be your husband, growing old with you, and what the future holds for us. So excited to let our love grow even past what it is now. I love you so much. The most breathtaking woman I've ever met, the most beautiful one I've ever met. I truly feel like I'm the luckiest man in the world. I couldn't ask for anything else from you. I love you so much.
Cole, I am so thankful to have met you. The last 7 years have been the best of my life, and I can't wait to spend forever with my best friend. I can't wait to marry you, and I'm so glad that I found you.